In this walkthrough, I want to go deeper than just creating a button in Codex. Automations are useful because they turn a repeatable reasoning task into a reusable workflow. Instead of opening a new chat every morning and rewriting the same instructions, an automation can remember the task definition, the project context, the schedule, and the expected output shape. We will build a practical daily AI news briefing. Then we will open the automation from the automations list, run it manually, and inspect the real output so the workflow is proven end to end. The mental model is simple. A normal Codex chat is a one-time conversation. An automation is a saved operating procedure. It has a name, a natural language instruction, and the environment where it should run. It can be scheduled for later, or it can be triggered manually with run now. The important part is that the automation is not just a reminder. It is a repeatable agent task. That means the quality of the instruction matters, the selected project matters, and the way we validate the output matters. Codex gives you more than one way to create automations. You can start from a conversation when a useful repeated task emerges naturally, or you can create one directly from the Automations tab. For a production workflow, I prefer the manual path first, because it forces us to define the job cleanly. We can give the automation a specific name, describe exactly what it should produce, and make sure the saved task is understandable before it ever runs. That is the difference between a vague recurring chat and a professional automation. I am giving this automation a concrete title: Daily AI News Briefing. The title matters because the list can contain many automations, and later we need to click the exact row we created, not a similar older one. Naming also helps operationally. A good title tells you what the automation does, how often it is useful, and whether it belongs to a specific project or a general workspace routine. Here, the job is intentionally narrow. Collect recent AI news and turn it into a concise briefing. Now the instruction is where the automation becomes valuable. I do not want a generic summary. I want a briefing that focuses on model releases, product launches, safety and policy updates, and developer tooling. I also want the output grouped by importance, with why each item matters, and one practical follow-up. Those constraints reduce noise. They tell Codex what to prioritize, how to organize the answer, and what makes the result actionable, instead of just a list of headlines. Before creating it, this is the professional checklist. First, is the project or workspace context correct? Second, is the instruction stable enough to run repeatedly? Third, is the cadence appropriate? A daily briefing is a good automation because the question repeats, but the answer changes every day. Fourth, can we run it manually for validation before trusting it on a schedule? That last point is critical. Never treat an automation as production ready just because it was created successfully. Creation is only the beginning. After we create the automation, the next proof is the list. I want to see the new row appear in the Automations tab because that confirms the saved object exists in the product, not just inside a form. This is also where many demos become weak. They show the creation step and then jump somewhere else. We are not doing that. We will use the list as the source of truth, find the automation we just created, and open that exact automation from the real interface. Now I am opening the automation from the list. This step matters because it proves continuity. If the wrong row opens, the demo is not trustworthy, even if the screen looks similar. A professional workflow needs identity checks. The title we type should match the row in the list, and the detail screen should match the same automation. Once that is true, we can inspect the saved definition and use the visible run control to trigger a real execution. This is the operational moment. Run now turns the saved automation into an actual execution. I want the click visible, the status visible, and enough waiting time to show that Codex is doing real work. But we do not need to force the viewer to sit through every second of a quiet wait. In the final edit, uninformative waiting can be trimmed or speed ramped while preserving the before and after evidence, the run click, the running state, and the result surface. When the output appears, I am not just checking that there is text on the screen. I am validating whether the output matches the automation definition. Does it look like an AI news briefing? Is it grouped by importance? Does it explain why each item matters? Does it include practical follow-ups? This validation step is what makes automation safe to use repeatedly. If the result is too broad, too shallow, or missing the requested structure, the right answer is to edit the automation instruction and run it again. The broader lesson is that automations are best for recurring work with a stable process and changing inputs. Daily news, release monitoring, issue triage, report drafting, and routine code-based checks are good examples. The pattern is always the same. Define the job clearly, bind it to the right context, run it manually once, inspect the output, and only then trust it on a schedule. Used that way, Codex automations become a reliable operating layer, not just a convenience feature. So, the complete lifecycle is creation, list proof, opening the created automation, running it, and validating the real output. That is the standard I would use before relying on any automation in a real workflow. If the automation can survive that loop, it is no longer just a saved prompt. It becomes a repeatable system for turning routine work into consistent results.